And we are back, folks. The bright yellow gloves of joy are back. There we go, lovely bit of glove action. Right, so what we're going to make today is we're going to make some piri-piri fried chicken. So what I've done, so in this bowl here, situated here, you can see that, we've got some chicken that's been skinned. The drumsticks have been separated for the thigh. We've got some nice cuts, nice score marks in the chicken on both sides. Then into that has gone 2 teaspoons of baking soda, some vinegar and some salt, and topped up with water. So that's been in the fridge for half an hour. So what we're going to do now, I'll leave you situated there, is we're going to take this to the old sink and we're going to drain it and rinse it in cold water a couple of times. I'm going to get it all nicely rinsed, just in cold water. Give it a good couple of rinses. Get your gloves in there and get a good wee messing about. That'll do, I think. I'll take another wee rinse, another wee bowl. So I hope everybody's enjoying the fact that it's Friday yet again. Seems as if we just get by the last weekend, now we're already into Friday. Before you know it, we'll be back at Monday. Don't know where the bloody weeks and months and years go, man. Right, that's our chicken rinsed. Chicken has been rinsed, right? Give me a wee turn there, that's the chicken rinsed. Yeah, the old gloves are wee clean. And then even though you're wearing gloves, you're still got to give them a wash. Give them a nice wash in hot soapy water. And then give them a wee dry. It's that simple. It's no rocket science. Lovely hygienicness. Right, so in here we're going to start our marinade. It's a wee bit wet. I'm going to make sure all the water's out of that. Oops, there, dropping bits of chicken into the sink there, look. Saved it, saved it. Doesn't matter if you've got a wee bit of water left in the bowl, it's not going to harm anybody. Right, that'll do. Means we need to give the gloves another bloody rinse. Oh, there we go. That's us. Gloves are spotless. Right, that's for chicken. Time for a wee dry. Time for a wee dry. Right, so in here, on this wee saucer here, we've got our spices. On here we've got some, what have we got in here? We've got some piri-piri seasoning. We've got garlic powder. We've got we've got garlic powder, we've got white powder, we've got black pepper. We've got red chilli powder, we've got some chilli flakes. And into that we're going to add some piri-piri sauce, some chilli sauce, some English mustard, and some pickle juice. Aye, pickle juice. You heard me. Right, so we'll get started. I'll give that a wee shake around. So in with about 2 or 3 tablespoons. I'm going to say that's about 3 tablespoons. We want this nice and spicy. And we're going to go in with maybe a tablespoon of this. Tablespoon and a bit, because this stuff's really, really spicy. Really, 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 really spicy. And then we're going to go in with some English mustard. Maybe about half a teaspoon English mustard. Not too much. I'll give that a wee scrape off with the old gloved finger. Wipe that on the old chicken. Right, so that's that. Get the spoon in the sink rooney. Get the old lid back on that. Another wee rinse of the old handy pandy. Right, now we're going to get in with the spices. I'm kicking bloody metal poles there and everything here. It's all kicking off, it's all kicking off. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me for being so rude, it was not me, it was my food. Or the cider, who knows. Right, in with the spices, folks. No, in fact, what we'll do, I forgot to put the pickle juice in, didn't I? Thanks for reminding me about the pickle juice. Heard Mrs Tracy shouting in the background there, get the pickle juice in. Right, so we're going to go in with about 1/4 cup of pickle juice. Always keep your pickle juice. Not only that, if you don't want to use it, if you're not using it in like a marinade, get some slices of cucumber in there or some slices of onion and make your own wee bit of pickle. Aye? Right, in with the spices, in with the garlic powder, peppers, all that good stuff. Get that in the old sink. And now we're going to get in here and massage it up with the old handy pandies, the old gloved handies. Aye? That's how simple it is. So ideally you're going to want to leave this overnight. Ideally, at the very least, between 1 and 5 hours. Right? I'm going to leave mine for about 2 hours. Some really strong flavours in here, so, and we've got the chicken cut to the bone, so we're going to get flavour in there, don't worry about it. We're going to get some extreme flavour in here. Right, that's that done. I think you'll agree that's well massaged in there. And the gloves are saving the old handies. That way when you go for a pee, your wee man doesn't get scorch-a-roonied. Aye? That's how simple it is. It isn't rocket science. Well, it is a wee bit of kind of rocket science because it was bicarbonate of soda and stuff in the first marinade and it made a nice wee fizz like a volcano. Remember doing that at school? So it was a wee bit of science there. Right, I'm going to finger up some sauce on that. Right, that's us marinated. Going to give the old handy pandies another wee rinse around. And what we're going to do now is get that in the fridge for at least 2 hours. It's going to be 2 hours for me. It's going to be a mere split second for you lucky folk on YouTube or Rooneyland. You're going to blink and I'll be back, whereas I'm going to be sitting about, maybe doing a bit of tidying up, maybe just sitting puffing, who knows, waiting for this. So we're going to get that in the fridge, and when I get back to you it'll be time to get floured up. I might even make the flour then, and that's what I might do, so I'll get back to you anyway. Right folks, we're back again. So got our flour measured out. In here we've got about 3 and a bit cups of plain flour, all purpose flour to foreigners. On this wee saucer here, on this saucer situated here, we've got black pepper, smoked paprika, I was going to say smoky there, same thing innit, smoked paprika, white pepper, garlic powder, some ginger powder, onion powder, salt, thyme, Italian herbs, cayenne pepper, chilli powder. Right, so what we're going to do now is just get that into our flour. Take a wee whiskey doodah and just whisk that into your flour, and that's going to season your flour. And your batter's going to taste absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just get all these spices well combined in with the flour. And that's about it. So when I get back to you, the chicken will have marinated for about 2 hours. It'll be a mere second to use, lucky folk. A mere second you will be waiting. I'm waiting 2 hours. As I say, preferably 5 hours, better still overnight, but 2 hours is plenty. We've got some nice cuts in the chicken, plenty of strong flavours, so we'll get flavour out of that chicken, don't worry about that. Right, so that's all our spices combined. Oh, also there's a wee bit of piri-piri seasoning in there as well, about 2 teaspoons of piri-piri seasoning, as well as all the other bits and bobs I mentioned. Right, that's our spices and our herbs all combined. Right folks, when I get back to you, it'll be time to make some fried chicken. So there's that's our flavour sorted with all our spices and our herbs in there. Right, so I'll get back to you in a second. 2 hours for me, a mere second for you lucky folk. Aye. Right folks, we're back again. So I've had a wee think. I'm not going to make fries, I'm not going to make home fries. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some, make a wee bowl of potato salad to go with this spicy chicken. Lovely to freshen up your mouth, chill your mouth down after you've took a bite of that hot chicken. I'll make a wee bit of spicy dip to go with it. We'll get some jalapenos in it, we'll get some piri-piri sauce in it, we'll get some pickle juice in it, we'll get some mayonnaise in it, and that'll be lovely to dip your chicken in, so your mouth will be on fire and you can have a wee fork full of lovely potato salad, cool your mouth down. Absolutely gorgeous. Potato salad is really easy to make, it's a really tasty wee side dish. So before I do anything, I'm going to use a wee swatch at my new pan I bought. Look at this lovely pan, how nice is that? Lovely wooden handle. The lid didn't come with it, just by luck the lid for a pot fits it, but look at that, is that no gorgeous? Mrs Tracy will be buying one of these, she'll be often into the shop to get one of these. Mrs Tracy, £3 for Poundland. Look at that, lovely wooden handle. It's got a Mako on it, I don't know who he is. Peter Cook, he's not the guy for Dudley Moore, Pete and Dud, he's not him. He must be some kind of chefy guy. What else did we get? And we got that lovely wee chopping board, Peter Cook, I think that was £1.50. Absolutely gorgeous. Lovely solid wee chopping board, but I'm loving this pan. Perfect for making hotel omelettes if you're into making bright yellow hotel omelettes. Some folk are into that kind of thing, I like a bit of colour on an omelette. But aye, £3, look at that. And as I say, just by luck, I've got a lid that fits it. How nice is that? So I'm obviously not going to use, I could use that for the potatoes, but I'm not going to, I'm just going to use the old pot. So we're going to get the old pot on, get it on high. And I'm going to get some new tatties in there. So I'll sit use there. Just have a wee look at that mayonnaise. I know you love to look at jars of mayonnaise. So I'll make your baby that. Right, just going with some lovely baby potatoes, or tatties as we call them. We'll get some of them in the pot. Pot's not full too. This is, potato salad's a lovely wee side dish. Absolutely gorgeous wee side dish. You go with anything really, whether it's fish or you name it, it's gorgeous. I love the potato salad. So what we'll do is we'll get some red onion in with that. There'll be some red onion going in with it, some mayonnaise and some parsley. That's about it. Mr Red, he won't be a fan of this. He's not really a mayonnaise lover what the rest is. So I'm just going to top it up with water just to slightly cover the tatties. We'll get some sea salt in the water. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Oh dear, pardon me. Right, that's for salted water. These are swatch. Right, that's for new tatties in the pot. Got it up full blast. We'll get the old lid on. Right, so what we'll do now is we'll get the wee bit of sauce, wee bit of spicy sauce on the go. Just fill up. Get one red onion. So that's absolutely perfect. In fact, what I mean, this isn't for the sauce. That's for the potato salad. I could also put spring onion in. I've got spring onion. So what should I do? What should I do? Do you want to know? I think we're going to go spring onion. Spring onion in the potato salad instead of red onion. But red onion's a nice colour. Oh, who knows? We'll decide that at some point. Right, we'll get used. There they are. Right, so first, for our sauce, we're going to get in with one. Look at that. Look at that. What a muppet. Right, we're going to, in with some mayonnaise, we're going to scoop that up there with our wee finger, our wee gloved finger there. We're going to scoop that up. We're going to suck that wee bit of mayonnaise off the finger. Bloody lovely. We'll get a jar in the fridge with a wee bit of mayonnaise, so we might as well get that used up. Get every last dreg out of that jar. Right, that's plenty of mayonnaise in there. There's not a wee bit left in the jar. I hate wasting. I really do hate wastage. Everybody should hate wastage. People throw away far too much. Right, here we go. So we've got a bit of mayonnaise in there. What we'll do now is we'll get a bit of pickle juice in. Right, can add more if we need to. We'll get some piri-piri sauce in. That's plenty. And we'll get some jalapenos in there as well. We'll chop them up a wee bit. See this juice as well, see your jalapeno pickle juice. That's banging as well to get in stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. So always keep your, here I'm dropping one in the flare. Always keep your pickle juice, always top tip. Top tip, that's the wrong word, what you doing? Top tip, keep your pickle juice for your jalapenos, pickled jalapenos, your pickled onions, your pickled gherkins, you name it, keep the juice. Get the old knife cleaned up. And we're just going to roughly chop them. Hope you can see the old jalapenos there. Just going to roughly chop them. Can you see them? Move that out the road. Right, just going to chop these up roughly. Nice rough chop. Get them quite small, right enough. You don't want big chunks. So, hope everybody's having a fine old time. Looking forward to the weekend of Rooney. We're all up there. We're basically weekended up. Getting nice and fine. Nice fine chop of the jalapenos. If you don't like jalapenos, leave them out. If you don't like chilli sauce, then don't bother making this recipe. It's that simple. And that's about perfect for me, that'll do. It's pretty fine. This is a lovely wee simple dip. And we'll get our jalapenos into our bowl. Right, that's for jalapenos in there. We'll give our lovely new wee chopping board a wee wipe. Clean as you go, always clean as you go, folks. Right, and now we'll just mix this up. Just going to mix this up. You could put some chilli sauce in here as well if you want. Put whatever in you fancy, whatever you've got, some cayenne pepper, some paprika, get a bit more red colour. I'm just kind of pressing the spoon down to get rid of all the wee mayonnaise lumps. This will be absolutely perfect to go with the chicken. That's banging. Absolutely banging, just the right amount of heat. I'll get in with a whisk. Whisk always works better, doesn't it? There's going to be lumpy bits of mayonnaise. Actually, I'll add another wee bit of Piripiri. This stuff's lovely. Lidl's, I think it's about 70 pence a bottle, but they only get it in when it's like Spanish week or whatever. They don't always sell it, so when they get it in, I usually get about 5 bottles of the stuff. So I've got a good few bottles of it in the cupboard. Right, and that is our lovely spicy dipping sauce, made in about 5 minutes, if that. Some nice jalapeno in there, mayonnaise, peri peri sauce, pickle juice. That goes lovely with anything, fish, you name it. Use it for anything to dip. Use it even for your chips. So that's where, you probably can't even see it, but that's where nice wee dippage there. What I'm going to do with that is get it into a wee glass, I think. Get it into this wee glass here. Get it into this wee tumbler. That's lovely. See if I can do it without spilling it all over the place. This will go really nice with the chicken, and the potato salad will go really nice with it as well, with the chicken. Absolutely gorgeous. Just the right amount I've made there. Just the perfect amount to fill up that wee glass. Yeah, I love pickled jalapenos. I actually prefer them to chilies, believe it or not. And if you've not got chilies, always just use pickled jalapenos in your curry or whatever. Lovely and tangy. Pickle just gives it that nice wee tang. So as I thought I would, I've spilt some on the new chopping board there. And just give that glass a wee tidy up. We'll give this a wee clean. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Right folks, that's our wee sauce to dip our chicken in. So when I get back to these, it should be chicken frying time. Aye. Right folks, we're back again. That's where here's your potatoes, our new potatoes cooked. They've been in the fridge chilling out for a wee while. what we're going to do now is make our potato salad. We're going to get the fryer on as well. Get the fryer on because it's chicken cooking time. We'll set that to about 175-ish. Like that there. We've got the grill pan in to rest our chicken on once it's cooked. Don't know if you saw that. Right, so for the bigger tatties we'll quarter them. Just bung them back in the bowl. I've decided to go spring onion. I was going to go red onion, but I've decided to go spring onion. These are needing a wee bit longer to chill, so we'll get them back into the fridge as soon as we're sorted. So the bigger ones will quarter, the smaller ones will just half. The size of that. The size of that wee tatty. God's sake, God bless it. Right, and there. And we'll just half that as well. They're all quite small, as Ayrshire potatoes should be, but the kind of bigger ones will quarter. And this is just going to be some mayonnaise. If you don't like mayonnaise, you could maybe use some yoghurt, spring onion, no salt, no pepper, get the lovely flavour of the potato. Less is more. The more you throw at things, you just spoil the whole flavour. There's plenty of salt in the meal. I'll just leave that. I love new potatoes. I love them. Absolutely love them. Get the size of that. Absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely blowing a storm up here. Don't know what it's like where you are, but up here in Bonnie, Scotland, there's a crazy storm going down. When I say crazy storm going down, I mean a crazy storm. Blowing an absolute gale and pouring the rain. Basically your typical Scottish weather. Nothing different really. Right, is that us? That's us, folks. So what we'll do now is we'll chop up our spring onion. No wee tiny bits, no big massive bits here. Get some green in there. And some of the white. I just sharpened this knife and it's already feeling a wee bit blunt. So we'll get 2 spring onions. I'll keep a bit of green for a wee bit of garnish on the finished spring onion when I put some on the plate. It's shocking how it's probably no blunt, it's probably just me. Right, that's for spring onion. I'll get that in the bowl. So that's just 2 spring onions. Get the knife in the sink. Hands off with a wee wash again. And now we'll get in with some mayo, pardon me, and a wee bit of dried parsley. Don't need too much mayo, 2 tablespoons should be plenty. You don't want to go crazy mushing all this up, you just want to fold it in, kind of fold it in. fold in your meal. Big lump there. Don't want to break up your potatoes too much. And this is mixed up, we'll get it back in the fridge, because you want potato salad to be really chilled, ideally. We want it nice and chilled. We're going to get another wee tablespoon, I think. Leave it there. That's plenty. I love potato salad. Absolutely love it. It goes with everything. It's one of these sides that just goes with everything. A wee change for chips or skin on fries or whatever. Just make sure all your bits of potato are covered in the meal. Right, we'll get a wee bit of parsley in. Just adds another wee bit of nice colour. That's plenty. And again, just give that a wee light mix in. Be nice and gentle, don't want to break up your potatoes too much. They will break up a wee bit, but you don't want them into wee toty bits. Right folks, that's that, that's all she wrote for that. A wee lick of the spoon. Absolutely gorgeous. Already getting the wee taste of spring onion. Just give that a wee scrape with your finger in the bowl. Just get it back in there. Right, back in the fridge with that. My fridge is absolutely chock-a-block with stuff. Right, that's for chicken. So it's now been marinating for at least 3 hours. That's for chicken. Right, so I'm going to get in there with a spoon for a wee minute. If it'll no bother, I'll just get in the old cloth pan. Right, I've transferred the flour into this metal bowl. That's for flour. I'll move this wee bit of greenery out the road for that. So I'm going to give that a wee light. Hear that wind? Just make sure all this has got a wee coating of the marinade on it before we get flour. That's for fryer, heat up, heats up quite quick. Right, that'll do that. Everything's had a nice coating in the marinade. And I think we'll incorporate the tongs. Get the tongs into action. We'll get the old tongs into action again. I like to use the tongs when I'm doing a bit of frying. I like to use the tongs if I'm cooking steak or anything. It's handy for turning things there. Right, I'll get the old lid on the meal and get that back in the fridge. Right, so I'm going to get a bowl of cold water. I think that's a big enough bowl. We're going to get a bowl of cold water there, because we're going to go chicken, we're going to go marinated chicken into the flour, then into the water for a wee second, then onto a plate, and I'll do the drumsticks first I think. Get them plate ready. Right, we've got a plate ready. Another plate. I'll move these back a wee bit. Move these back a wee bit so you can kind of see what's going on. Right, so first we're going to go drumsticks. We're going to do the drumsticks first. Get that coated in the flour. Get that a nice coating. Or if you skate flour all over the place. Give that a wee tap. Right, that's one done. Make sure you've got plenty of sauce on your drumstick. And we'll go into the flour again. I'm going to actually I'm going to use a tablespoon. Just to get that first wee dusting of flour. Got a wee bit of kitchen paper there. Give that a wee wipe. Right. And I'm shut out of the flare now. Right. We've got our tablespoon. Make sure it's dry. We've got my tablespoon. We're just going to get that into the flour and then get a good moving around. Get a wee press, a wee gentle press. Right, and I say this has been skinned chicken. Right, that's another drumstick. And then we'll go in with another drumstick, make sure they're all getting a nice coating of the marinade. A wee flick into the flour again. And then more flour. See, don't worry if you're skiting flour the other place, it doesn't matter. And press it in, press the flour in, just gently. Just make sure the flour's sticking. And we're getting some nice wee kind of gnarly bits. A wee knock on the side of the bowl. And we'll get in with our last drumstick. So we'll cook the drumsticks first. Make sure it's all getting a nice coating of that marinade. Right, and drop it again into the flour. And get everything coated in the flour again. Nice press in. Rub that flour in. Just make sure everything's getting a nice coating of the flour. And again, just get a wee gentle knock against the side of your bowl to get rid of any excess flour. So give that a wee move about. Give the hands another wee clean. Right. Give my handy pandies another wee clean and a dry. I don't know if I'll get 4 in. I might get 4 in the fryer. We'll see. Fryer, when I put the ones in, the legs in, obviously the temperature's going to come down. So what I'll do is, when I drop them into the oil, I'll turn the temperature up a bit, just to let the oil heat back up. And then we'll turn it back down again to 175, 170, 175. Right, so that's for a bowl of water. You can see that. I've got my, see that wind? The grill pan's there for when it's ready. We can move that. In fact, we can move that air there and we'll keep that where it was. We'll keep this where it was. So what will I do? We'll get another plate. That's what we'll do. Right, we've got another plate. Plates galore. So what we're going to do now is, I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing, but can you see that? I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. So we've got water over here. So now what we're going to do is gently drop our chicken into the water, really gently, and we're going to leave it in there for a few seconds. We'll do 2 at a time. A few seconds in the water, then back into the flour. Right, that'll do it. So just gently lift that back out, let it drip, and back into your flour. This is how poor people make fried chicken in Scotland. Give that a wee press. Just make sure you're constantly giving the flour a good press in. Gently but no rough, gently. Right, so that's one bit done. We'll get in there with our finger. Lift that gently, just let it drip a wee bit, and into your flour. It's actually quite handy doing it with a spoon. Give your hand a wee wipe. Hands a wee wipe at all times. Another wee dry. And again, press that flour into the drumstick. Just kind of gently rub it. A wee press, turn it. Gently rub it. A wee press, turn it. And then a wee knock on the side, on the plate, and again I'm going to give that another wee dust in the flour first, just to make sure it's nicely coated. Right, that wind is absolutely bonkers. Into the water, gently drop it into the water. I could maybe use the tongs to get it, but I'll not bother. Just keep one hand dry, I suppose, and that's all I really need. I'll get that on the old flour there. So we've got 2 done. Right, gently lift your drumstick back out the water, really gently. A wee drip, a wee shake, and back into the flour. Get your spoon or whatever and get it coated again, and then press it. Press and turn. Press and turn. Just make sure you're getting a nice coating of flour on there. That's all we're looking for. Right, and that's about perfect. So again, just knock it on the side. Just make sure it's all got nice coating. Get a wee shake, a wee gentle knock on the side of the bowl, and drop it down there. I'm going to do the same with this. I'm going to get it back in the flour for another wee dip, just to make sure it's got a nice coating of flour on there. And don't be worried, just your marinade isn't going to wipe off because you're just dipping it in the water really gently. You're not putting it in the water and washing it. Right, a wee tap on the side, and gently in the water, nice and gently. And that's us, folks. That's my drumsticks sorted. I'm going to try and get the 4 drumsticks in, but I might just do 2 if I'm honest, because it's not a huge fryer. I'll get that wee crumb out there. A wee bit of crumbage. Right, that's long enough in there. So gently lift it out. A wee shake, a wee drain, make sure it's, give it a wee drip, and back into the flour. Get a wee press, a wee turn. You just gently press the flour in, really gently. Right, and that's what we've got, loads of nice wee gnarly bits. That's what you want, loads of wee kind of gnarly bits. Right, a wee tap on the side. Not happy about this wee dangly bit here, but we'll just let it do its thing. Right, so we'll get them into the fryer. See if I can move these a wee bit. I'll give my hands a little wee bit. They look lovely already. I'm half tempted to flour them again, but pardon me. So I actually think I am going to just dump them into the flour just once more. Just another wee gentle rub about in the flour before I put them in the fryer. Right, a wee tappity tap. I'm tempted to try and pull that off there. I've pulled that off that bit. Really liking it. I might pull that wee bit off and all. And I've pulled that bit off. Gently does it. So you can see I've got loads of wee gnarly bits. I'm going to leave that there for a wee sec. I'll get that back in. Just to get another wee dusting. Doesn't hurt, it's not going to hurt. And this flavour's well seasoned, so it'll be nice flavoured flour. Wee tap on the side. Wee tap on the side. Right, and I think we'll get these 2 in. See if I can get these closer. What can I do? What can I do? We're going to grab a pot, that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a pot, upside down it. See if we can get these a better look in the fryer. Not sure about the light, but these are used to my shocking light situations. Anybody that's watched my videos is used to the shocking light. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I don't know if that's any better. Is that better? I will just leave it where it is. Leave it where it is, don't mess with anything. Right, so we're going to go in with our first 2 bits of chicken. In we go. Another wee shake and in we go. So we'll just do 2 at a time. I'm going to stick these 2 bits. These 2 bits of chicken there. I'm going to stick them back in the flour and give them another wee toss about. I say it's not going to hurt. No, it's not going to hurt in the slightest. Just remember to give your chicken a wee knock on the side of the bowl to remove any excess. same being put back in the, here we look, forward them again for a second time. Loads of lovely wee gnarly bits. And I'm just going to fry the chicken until it's golden brown. It's already looking bloody lovely. I'm not going to bother turning it up again because it's only two drumsticks it's went in. So I'm not going, if I'd put 4 in I might have turned it up a bit just to raise the temperature. I'm not going to bother. That's looking absolutely gorgeous. Plenty of lovely wee gnarly crunchy bits on that chicken. Absolutely gorgeous looking. So we're going to do that about, I don't know, about another 4 minutes. Remember, it's been cut to the bone, it's been scoped to the bone so the heat gets in, cooks faster. These are wee look in the pan. There's a wee look in the pan. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Feel that wind? I should probably shut the window, but I like the fresh air. As I say, if you're worried about chicken being undercooked, stick it in a low oven. Once you've fried it, stick it in a low oven for maybe 15 minutes and that'll ensure it's cooked. I'm not one of these guys with daft probes and all that caper. I'm not even bothered with all that carry on. I'll get these a wee bit closer. See, when it stops sizzling, it's probably when it's ready. Look at that. Oh. Absolutely gorgeous. What a storm. I think it's actually got a name, Storm Edna or Storm something. It's one of the named storms. All storms have probably got a name for them right enough. But it's absolutely blowing a gale out there. These are going to be absolutely bloody beautiful. Look at that. What are the, can you see all the gnarly bits? That's what you want loads of gnarly crunchy bits. We'll get the old tongs ready and we'll just get them out of there and onto the grill pan, the tray to drain. Absolutely gorgeous. Bit of that dipped into that lovely tangy spicy sauce. Wee bit of lovely potato salad. Oh, bloody gorgeous. Right, that's going to be probably just about ready. Wait another wee minute. And what I'll do is I'll give that basket a wee shake in the bin just to get rid of any wee crumbs that have fell off, because they'll just end up burning and sticking to the next bit of chicken and making it look a bit of a mess. So basically I'll do these 4 drumsticks, then I'll leave these and I'll do the 4 thighs, and I'll give these a wee swatch, all the chicken fried up, then I'll do a wee bit of a plate up and that'll be used finished. This is going to be another long video, another long one. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. Loads and loads of wee gnarly bits on that chicken. Absolutely perfect. Perfect. If I don't mind saying so myself. Get another wee look in the fryer. These wee bits that are floating, they'll be getting emptied into the bin, because they'll just end up burning and sticking to the other bits of chicken. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. That looks bloody gorgeous. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. I'm looking forward to Mrs Tracy's Chinese banquet she's going to make. She's making all sorts. She's making sweet and sour chicken balls. I've got to admit I'm pretty good at making the old chicken balls myself. They're pretty fantastic. She's making noodles. She might make a bit of curry. Got to have prawn crackers, Mrs Tracy. Got to have prawn crackers. And then on the Chinese front, I tried my spring rolls the other night. That was me trying them for the first time. And oh my god, absolutely stunning. I actually can't believe, for my first time at making spring roll wraps, my only complaint was I made them a wee touch too thick, and that made it a wee bit harder for me to fold them. So next time I make my spring roll wraps, slightly thinner, but the flavour, absolutely fantastic flavour. Better than anything you'll get out of the Chinese takeaway, better than the frozen things you get out of farm foods or Iceland or whatever. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. So I'll be making spring rolls again. You see, I've made them before, but with phyllo pastry. This was the first time I've made my own spring roll wraps, and they were absolutely stunning and really easy to make, really simple to make. Right, so we're hearing less fizzing. Hear that? The fizzing's calmed down. So I think they're going to be ready, and they look absolutely bloody gorgeous. Starting to float a wee bit, that's always a good sign as well. You get a bit of floatage. A wee bit of floatage going down, that's always a good sign. But the fizzing has calmed down a lot. So I'm actually going to think they're ready. I'll give them a wee few seconds. Look at that. I'll give them a wee couple of seconds longer, and then I'll get in with the other two. But I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to call it a day on them. Just gently lift that out. Let it drain a wee bit. And we'll get in with the old tongs. But say if you're worried, you could sit these in the oven. Go in a low oven. Look at that. Oh, bloody hell. Right, I'm going to give this a wee shake and get all these bits in the bin. There's a wee bit stuck to the bottom. Just make sure that you've not got any horrible wee bump bits in your mix load. I'll use a wee swatch at these two that are made. I say the light's a bit bad there here, so I'll slide that air a wee bit. Right, that's our first two. Look at that. See all the gnarly bits? Look at all that gnarly crunchiness. And that flavour's been well seasoned. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, I'm going to get in with the other two. And I might actually just leave these, folks. I might leave these here and come back when all the chicken's cooked. Right, I'll put these two in first. I'll drop these two in. Right, that's where the next two went in. And here's another wee look at that. Look at that. I hope you can see with my shocking camera work. All the gnarly crunchiness. Look. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Right folks, I'm going to leave these. And when I come back, I'll give you a wee swatch of all the finished cooked chicken and a wee plate up. Aye. Right folks, we're back and the chicken is cooked. Hope you can see how lovely and gnarly and totally crunchy that is. That's our four thigh pieces. Look at that. Look at that. Oh dear God. So I'm going to stick some in a wee plate. I'll stick some in a plate. With a wee bit of my potato salad. I've got a wee bit of sauce in a wee tub there. So I'll plate up a wee bit for these to have a swatch. But that looks absolutely bloody gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. In a wee plate there. So I'll have a, pardon me, I'll have a thigh and a drumstick. So there's a lovely thigh there, and a lovely drumstick on the plate with it. Oh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, a wee bit of potato salad. Potato salad's been in the fridge chilling, so it should be nice and cool by now. Lovely wee bit of potato salad, not too much, don't need loads. Just a wee bit, just something to go with the chicken. Go for the spoon, yeah, a wee rat bag. That's plenty. Plenty. And we'll snip a wee bit of green stuff on top. Plenty. And we'll get a wee bit of sauce on the plate at the side. If we can. There we go, that's perfect, that looks quite good. Right folks, that's me finished. I hope you enjoyed my wee video. I say wee video, bloody an hour, over an hour. There you go, there's my potato salad, bit of spring onion, my wee tangy jalapeno peri dip, and my absolutely